Well, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday. Yesterday I just crashed out towards nighttime. The market was over. I was looking at some chicken apocalypse stuff, and I just said, you know something. I'm done. I went to the gym, went out, had something to drink, came home, crashed out, and had some time to think about stuff. We all know AMC is going to be ending for us as far as like the squeeze Moaz stuff, and a lot of people keep telling me, but like, what are you saying? Well, how could it be the end? How? And I came across a video yesterday that could probably explain it better, because sometimes in other people's words I can kind of like point at it. Let me explain to you after the AMC reverse split merger, if it goes that way. If it doesn't go that way, we're talking a different story. But I'm saying if it does go that way, I want to tell you the future of being an AMC stockholder if you decide to go long term. And this is what the funds know going into the future. I'll explain. Just watch the video in 2 seconds.
You want to know why people aren't going to movie theaters anymore and why they can't get butts and seats?
This guy trying to tell you that it's the content of the movies and why people not going. I'll tell you the real reason. 3 years ago, me, my wife, 3 kids, all went to go see a movie. All we bought was the tickets, 3 medium things of popcorn, and drinks for everybody. We go sit down. $90. $90. That's why people aren't going to the movie theaters. That's just too damn expensive. It's fucking ridiculous. Now they're gonna charge more for where you sit on top of that? Fuck that shit.
So anyway, I saw that yesterday, and you have to understand, the economy the way it's going now, people joke around, they think it's a fucking joke until you find your fucking kids hungry. But nonetheless, the way, and by the way, America could fix itself, so, okay, but that's besides the point. But the way the economy is going right now, the cost of living, the inflation, hyperinflation, the interest rates that keep rising up, and even if they decide to turn around and go, no, we're gonna stop it or reverse it to do a fake lift, it doesn't matter, the damage is done. I mean, I can go into that over the weekend, which I probably will, because as far as AMC things popping up, we'll see, this is the weekend. But let me explain something to you. The average family that goes to the movies as part of their like family, entertainment, so that's about, he just said that was about $90 3 years ago. So let's say it's about $100. Now Adam wants to sell you he wants to sell you some blankets too. You have to understand, it doesn't really work out with the future living cost of Americans. So you're gonna have less and less and less people going to the movies, and they're gonna be doing this at home. And I'll give you an example. You look at the restaurant industry. How many restaurants have gone out of business because people decide to dine in? You understand that? They decide to dine in because it's less. Or how many things now, like, cook in and stuff like that. It's just a sign of the time. I mean, this is how it is. Through time, you will have less people going to the movie theater. I'm not saying movie theaters are going to go out of business entirely, but they're going to downscale to the point where they're not going to be what they are now. Let's face it. I saw John Wick here at home, and I didn't go to a movie theater. I could have gone to a movie theater, but I was like, you know what? Why the fuck am I going to take time to sit down in a movie theater? Like, the effect, the reality. When you get a certain age, it's like, look, I've already lived the stupid shit of my life. I don't need to sit in a movie theater, like, for real. Like, it's just like, I don't like sitting next to creepy fucking people on seats that somebody else was sitting on. Like, fuck that. I don't even like airplanes. But if you're a long-term AMC shareholder, please understand, you have to think to yourself, first of all, besides the company being a fucking, the kiss of death, because the CEO and his team ran their company into like massive debt. Think about that one as well. Okay, he had a stock of $72. That shit came down to $4. Like, talk about the kiss of fucking death there. I see no signs of synthetic. Well, if your retail shareholders hold 90% of the float, didn't sell, and you went from 72 all the way down to 4. Motherfucker, there's synthetics there. But anyway, I'm not getting into that. The average cost for the family to go to a movie theater has gotten painful. So as a long-term AMC shareholder, keep that in mind. Besides the fact that the company's the kiss of death, and that they're gonna run, that's why they're gonna run it down. They're running that thing. It's like they're sucking the blood out of that company. Does a movie theater have a future? Of course it does. But the thing is, the cost is too much. And when people go to places with family, a working class family, and they get nickeled and dimed to death, on top of the future gas prices and everything else in life, let's face it. I mean, it's the reality. You can go, that's nothing. I want my family to date. Maybe you got the means, but other people don't. That's just how it is. Don't be an asshole. Be a nice guy. Listen, it's just the reality. Holding that stock in the future could be very painful. You know, and you got popcorn forever. Even that, fuck that. Let me get some coffee. I'll come back with some chicken apocalypse news. Jay loves.